Welcome to Benefits Explained. My name is Katrina. Let's get started. You may have several different healthcare account options to choose from, and we want to help you choose the right one so you feel financially prepared to pay for all of your medical expenses. By looking at the plans you are offered and comparing the uses and benefits of each, you can decide what makes the most sense for medical coverage for you and your loved ones. One account your employer may be offering is a health savings account, or HSA. HSAs are the only triple tax advantage accounts available. They allow you to contribute funds into the account pre-tax, earn interest that is not taxed, and enjoy tax-free distributions as you utilize these dollars on eligible expenses. HSA qualified health plans, sometimes known as high deductible health plans, generally have lower premiums than traditional plans. With that, this enables you to unlock immediate savings as the money you've saved on premiums, you can put those into your HSA instead. Because this is done pre-tax, you have more money to pay for qualified medical expenses. Hypothetically, let's say you save 30% in taxes. This is going to be between payroll taxes and your federal and state income taxes. So you save 30% in taxes by contributing to your HSA. That means for every $1,000 that you contribute, you save about $300. That's an extra $300 you can use on your health insurance deductibles and coinsurance. That's an extra $300 that you can use on prescription medication and everyday items such as cold medicine, allergy medicine, and other over-the-counter medications. You can also use these funds to pay for vision and dental expenses that may not be covered by your health plan. There are many benefits an HSA provides that differ from other healthcare plans. Unlike some other accounts, you have the flexibility to change your HSA contributions throughout the year based on your needs. This means you can contribute more in the beginning of the year to cover a larger expense, or spread out the contributions evenly over pay periods. You never lose your HSA dollars. Money in your account rolls over year after year, even if you change health plans or employers or retire. You are able to save HSA funds and generate long-term savings for later. Now, let's review the health savings account eligibility requirements. First, you want to make sure you're covered only by an HSA qualified health plan and that you do not have other health coverage. And this does include maybe a spouse's non-HSA plan, Medicare, TRICARE, or another traditional health plan. Second, you want to verify that you do not have access to a full-purpose flexible spending account, or FSA, and that does include through your spouse. And lastly, make sure you're not claimed as a dependent on anyone's tax returns. Now you know a few reasons why someone may choose an HSA. Another account you may have access to is a limited purpose flexible spending account, or LPFSA. An LPFSA is paired with your HSA qualified health plan and HSA to cover your dental and vision needs. LPFSAs allow you to contribute pre-tax dollars to use for eligible vision and dental expenses. This is why it's that limited purpose, vision and dental expenses, which means an increase to your take-home pay as the money you have withheld from your paycheck is pre-tax and not subject to federal and payroll taxes. If you plan to maximize your HSA contributions and want to level up your retirement savings strategy, opening an LPFSA to pay for dental and vision costs can add to your long-term savings. In addition to HSAs and LPFSAs, many employers may also offer a flexible spending account, which is known as the FSA. Flexible spending accounts are used with traditional health plans, and funds contributed to the account are deducted from your earnings pre-tax, lowering your taxable income, meaning you aren't paying federal income tax on your FSA contributions. An additional benefit that an FSA provides is that the full year election amount of FSA funds are available for healthcare expenses starting on day one of your plan year. Before you select a flexible spending account, you want to make sure to take the time to first estimate your anticipated yearly expenses, and second, choose your election amount during open enrollment. Keep in mind, you can't change FSA elections during the plan year unless you have a qualifying event. Unspent contributions are eventually forfeited. While most FSA funds do not roll over from year to year, the Internal Revenue Service issued a ruling permitting employees to roll over up to $550 in unused funds from one plan year to the following plan year. Plans do vary by employer, so remember to check your company's benefits to see if you can carry over your FSA funds. Some employers choose to offer a grace period, giving you an additional 2.5 months to use the previous year's FSA funds. So remember to check with your employer to see if you are eligible for either carryover or grace period spending. Lastly, your employer may provide access to a health reimbursement arrangement, or HRA. This is a benefit program that reimburses certain eligible out-of-pocket medical expenses. HRA eligible expenses will be specific and based on your employer's plan. They may include expenses like copays, deductibles, coinsurance, dental treatments, vision expenses, physical therapy, or even prescription medications. HRAs require no payroll deductions, and you don't need to contribute any money. Your organization will fund the entire account. If your employer offers you an HRA, it may be used with any other healthcare account you select. But remember, you cannot get reimbursed by your HRA and another healthcare account for the same expense. There is no double dipping. If you have an HRA and another healthcare account, whether that be a type of FSA or HSA, please consult with your plan administrator to find out which account pays first. Now that you know the basics of each healthcare account, we want to take a look at a comparison among them, focusing on 3 areas: the savings, eligible expenses, and fund availability you will have with each. Starting with savings, selecting different types of healthcare accounts allow you to have different savings benefits. It's important to understand each of the elements that contribute to the savings and which will provide the most in saved money for your situation. Here we have the contribution limits for 2021. HSA contribution limits for 2021 are $3,600 for single coverage and $7,200 for family. Eligible individuals who are 55 or older by the end of the plan year can actually increase their contribution limit up to $1,000 a year, adding additional savings. So keep in mind the HSA contribution limits do depend on the type of coverage, whether that's single or family coverage through the insurance plan. For FSAs, just the flexible spending account, you have a contribution limit of $2,750, which is also the same for the limited purpose FSA. Please keep in mind that the HRA, it does vary by plan and it is completely funded by your employer. Because many people are trying to choose between health plans that allow them to fund either an HSA or FSA as a healthcare account, let's see how they compare. HSAs pair with an HSA qualified health plan, sometimes called a high deductible health plan. As a reminder, your deductible is the amount of money you have to pay for your healthcare before your insurance plan will start to pay for medical expenses. Generally, plans with lower premiums have higher deductibles, and plans with high premiums have lower deductibles. Keep in mind that premiums are what you pay, usually per pay period, to have health insurance. It doesn't matter if you don't use your insurance at all, you pay the full premium throughout the year. Premiums are generally lower with an HSA qualified plan, allowing you to use your savings to fund your HSA. And the funds you contribute to your HSA never expire. They simply roll over year after year and stay with you even if you change health plans or employers. Please keep in mind that the flexible spending account funds do expire. Now let's discuss the ability to adjust contributions. Only HSAs allow you the flexibility to change your contributions throughout the year based on your needs. This means you can contribute more in the beginning of the year to cover a large expense, or maybe plan to spread out those contributions evenly over pay periods. Keep in mind that FSAs and LPFSAs, you can only change those contribution amounts with a qualifying event. And lastly, the HRA is employer funded, so no need to adjust contributions there. With each type of account, there are specific items and services that are eligible for reimbursement or fund use. You want to know that you've selected the right plan to cover the products and services in order to maximize your medical savings. Eligible expenses are designated by the IRS and include medical, dental, vision, and prescription expenses. Remember that an LPFSA is paired with your HSA qualified health plan and HSA to cover your dental and vision needs while allowing you to build healthcare savings for the future. So here you can see that the HSA and flexible spending account are very similar in their eligible expenses. Depending on the plan you choose, you will have different availability dates to use your funds. You want to make sure that you make your selection with an understanding of when you need your funds and that your plan will provide you with them within that time frame. When do you anticipate that you will need your healthcare account funds for this plan year? Is it at the start of the plan year, mid-year, throughout the year, or even the end of the year? Your answer you chose can help you see the best option for you. With HSA, your funds are available as you contribute, while your full election amount of FSA and LPFSA funds are available for healthcare expenses starting on day one of your plan year. And because you own your HSA, it always stays with you. In contrast, FSAs and LPFSAs may have a carryover or grace period, but this is dependent on the employer plan. So please be aware of what your plans are. We hope you understand how each of these accounts may benefit you and your family as you consider how to best pay for your healthcare needs in the following year and beyond. And if you're worried about how your dependent care flexible spending account fits in, don't be. A DCFSA can actually be used with any healthcare account. If you want to take a deeper dive into the details, our convenient plan comparison tool helps you compare the details from two health plans so you can see the benefits and savings from an HSA qualified plan versus a traditional health plan. It offers personalized insight into your benefits and provides useful data so you can make informed decisions regarding your health plan selection. Whatever account you may choose, our member services team is available 24/7, 365 days a year to take your calls and respond to any questions that you may have about your healthcare accounts. Please don't hesitate to call us.